It's back to back. We got to get in here. They're waiting for you.
Bert Sugarman presents the Midnight Special, starring Helen Reddy, with Jessi Colter, Janis Ian, Gabriel Kaplan, Kraftwerk, Neil Sedaka, a rock tribute to the Bee Gees.
Oh, thank you. Nice to be back on the Midnight Special for a very special reason. I've done this 2 times now. The first show I introduced Helen Reddy, then on the first anniversary I was back to introduce her again. And here I missed the premiere because I was away last week with a sick Clydesdale. But I want to do it right now. Are you ready? Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, here is Miss Helen Reddy.
You live your life in the songs you hear on the rock and roll radio. And when a young girl doesn't have any friends, that's a really nice place to go. Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take you out of school. You're a little touched, you know, Angie, baby. Lovers appear in your room each night and they worry across the floor, but they always seem to fade away when your daddy taps on your door. Angie, girl, are you alright? Tell the radio good night. All alone once more, Angie, baby. Angie, baby, you're a special lady, living in a world of make-believe. Well, maybe. Stopping at her house is a neighbor boy with evil on his mind, 'cause he's been peeking in Angie's room at night through a window blind. I see folks have gone away. Would you dance with me today? I'll show you how to have a good time, Angie, baby. Angie, baby. Angie, baby. When he walks in her room, he feels confused, like he walked into a play. And the music's so loud, it spins him around till his soul has lost its way. And as she turns the volume down, he's getting smaller with the sound. It seems to pull him off the ground. No more the radio, he's bound, never to be found.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank Ed McMahon for escorting me over here. You know, yes, nice man. You know that the song that I just sang is the very first hit that I ever had in Italy. I've had, no, it's true, I've had, you know, quite a few hits over here, but it's the first hit that I've ever had in Italy, and I couldn't figure it out because the words are rather complicated and not very easy to translate, and I just figured that to them it's, hey, Angie, baby. Whatever. Anyway, my first guest this morning has an album out called Sedaka's Back, and we're very glad that he is. So let's have a warm welcome for a very talented and dear friend, Mr. Neil Sedaka. My next guest this morning has appeared with me many times in concerts and clubs, and this fall he's going to have his own TV series, Welcome Back, Kotter. So would you welcome the very funny Gabriel Kaplan?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am a big movie fan, as I'm sure a lot of you are, and there's a new phenomenon happening. It seems whenever they make a successful movie, they want to make some more money, so they make a sequel. And as long as people still go, they'll still make sequels. By 1985, you'll be seeing movies like Godfather 14. By this point, Michael has killed every relative he has. Becomes incensed at the slightest thing. Has a bowl of ravioli, says how good it is. Somebody tells him it came from a can. He thinks he's been dishonored. Puts out a contract on Chef Boyardee. They go to Milan to get the chef. All right, chef, up against the wall. Who sent you here? Ragu? SpaghettiOs? They'll show you flashbacks in Godfather 14. Don Corleone is a fetus. Other movies you'll see in 1985, The Senility of Billy Jack. See Billy Jack in an old age home wearing corrective moccasins. There's going to be a sequel to Jaws called Tongues. It's about a giant cow that attacks delicatessen owners. Sequel to Nashville is coming out. That's going to be called Boise. Boise is a story of the sex-crazy, power-hungry world of potato farmers. These sequels are all coming. You know, there's even a new kind of horror movie. The last one I saw was about a baby. It was called It's Alive. It was about a baby that was born with fangs and killed people. There's one coming out about a girl that has a nose job, and the part that's cut off continues to live. Terrorizes a city. It's called The Towering Nostril. But I guess movies, you know, are like television. As long as something's successful, you keep going with it, and when it doesn't, you know, they take it off. Like all the shows that are going off in September. Gunsmoke is no longer going to be on the air. Kung Fu is off. I used to watch Kung Fu when it started every time it was on. I really loved it. But then it started to get a little repetitious. You knew at the end he was going to flip out and start Kung Fuing all over the place, right? Beginning of the show, he's very pacifistic. You can do anything to him in the first 10 minutes of the show. What are you going to do now? Shove hitching post up my nose? I will not stop you. First 10 minutes of show. Haven't had flashback yet. Now, in order for him to have a flashback, somebody had to be mean to him. Usually these two dumb-looking guys in front of the saloon, right? Now, he would come into town, and he'd try to help somebody. You know, he'd walk all the way into town looking for a doctor or something, and these guys are always mean to him. Hey, Charlie. Hey, look who's coming into town. Hey, you. Hey, boy. Hey, Chinaman. Why do you talk to me like that? What have I done to you? You ain't done nothing to me, boy. But I'm gonna have my horse do something nasty in your hat. Is this how you show your love? Did you hear me, boy? Now, are you a man or what? What are you gonna do about it? I can only have a flashback. Master? Something happened today. I was dishonored. Again, grasshopper? You get dishonored every flashback. I'm running out of proverbs. Who dishonored you today? A bully master. He had his horse poo-poo in my hat. What should I have done? Think, grasshopper. Bully have horse poo-poo in hat. All problem in universe. Happen all the time. Question. Who is dishonored? Is it you? Or is it not the horse? Who dishonors himself? I understand, Master. By the way, I wore your hat today.
just couldn't cope. I turned my head, I back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. I love him so. She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks around Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a baby rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Thank you. Thank you. Our tribute this morning is to 3 young men who this year are celebrating their 20th year in the record industry.
And considering that they're still in their middle and late 20s, that's quite an accomplishment. I know you've enjoyed them on the Midnight Special many times. I'm speaking, of course, about our good friends Barry, Maurice, and Robin Gibb, the Bee Gees.
Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. You brighten my day. Come sit beside me in your way. I'll see you every morning outside the restaurant. The music plays so nonchalant.
Born in the British Isles, the Bee Gees first performed together way back in '55 at the Gaumont Theatre in Manchester. Barry Gibb was 9 years old. The twins Morris and Robin were 5.
Lonely days, lonely nights.
In 1958, they moved to Australia, where they landed their own TV show and a recording contract. By 1966, they were voted Australia's leading pop group. In 1967, they returned to England and recorded New York Mining Disaster, which became their first worldwide hit. Their next 3 songs, I Can't See Nobody, Holiday, and Massachusetts, quickly rose to the top of the charts. The Bee Gees had definitely arrived. The press hailed them as the pioneers of pop for bringing elegance back to rock through their unique vocal harmonies, symphonic arrangements, haunting lyrics, and the classical approach to the rock ballad.
When living for my life was everything a man could want to do, I could never see tomorrow, but I was never told about the sorrows. How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And how can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. I just gotta get a message to you.
The Bee Gees today are one of rock's longest-lived and best-loved institutions, among the most prolific songwriters in the music world. Many of their tunes are already pop standards. Over the years, the Bee Gees have graced our ears with memorable music. Their latest hit, Jive Talkin', off their new album, once again proves that as long as the Bee Gees are making music, they're a musical force which can't be ignored. When you listen to the Bee Gees, you can be sure that they're not just jive talking.
What you say is your jive talking that gets
After 130 weeks, everybody deserves a vacation. And so for the next 2 weeks, the staff of the Midnight Special and I are going away. Not necessarily together, but we shall return on August 15th with a great show. My guests will include Glenn Campbell, Jose Feliciano, Tom Scott and the LA Express, Roger Daltrey and Anne Margaret talking about and showing film clips from the movie Tommy, and also from Good Times, Jimmy J.J. Walker. So this show is going to be dynamite. And right after station identification, we'll be back with Janis Ian, Jessi Colter, Kraftwerk, and more from Neil Sedaka. So stay right there, okay? Last week, we had as one of our guests Waylon Jennings. This morning, I have the pleasure of introducing his wife, who this year has established herself as one of our great country and pop artists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessi Colter.
She was your morning light. Her smile told of no night. Your love for her grew with each rising sun. And then one winter day, his hand took hers away. She left you here, drowning in your tears. Here, where you stayed for years, crying, please, sir.
Helen Reddy, I cannot believe it.
Listen, I'm such a big fan of yours.
And I am of you.
I got a few questions I'd like to ask you. Can I start off with
easy ones?
Kind of a personal one.
Okay.
Did you really write "Oh Carol" for Carole King?
Yes.
That is true.
1959.
1959.
Hmm.
You know, you had so many hits during that period, and then we didn't hear anything of you for a while. And then I went down to Australia to visit my folks for a couple of weeks. And while I was down there, a song that you wrote was #1.
Wheeling.
Wheeling, West Virginia.
Laurel to Sunset, freeway to Culver, racing my MG down to MGM.
Bum, bum, bum. Yes, that was a great song. And I came back and I raved.
And nobody knew it.
Nobody had ever heard of the song. And I said, well, listen, gang, Neil Sedaka's still around and he's still writing great. And then a few years later, boom, you're suddenly back again. And you wrote that great hit for Kaplan and to Neil.
Yeah.
Love Will Keep Us Together.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another
Thank you
number
very
one
much.
for you. And you got a...
They did it beautifully. Didn't they do it beautifully?
Me out about your writing is that, you know, some writers have a good sense of melody, other writers have a good sense of rhythm, but it's very rare to find a writer who has both. I mean, your songs are really singable. You can't just sit there. You've got to get into it. I just recorded one of your songs, you know.
I love it. I heard it, and it's terrific.
I did Baby Don't Let It Mess Your Mind, and you do it almost in the same key, right?
Almost. I have a pretty high voice.
Well, I have a low voice, you see. I'm an
Okay.
alto. So why don't we do it?
That'd be great. Let's try it in G minor.
All right. Once upon a lonely time, no, not so long ago, you used to be a superstar, you used to steal the show. But now you must be satisfied with singing on the street and watch the world go passing by that once was at your feet. Here we go. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. No. Sadness ain't a feeling that becomes you. Oh, no, no. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. Oh, no, no, no. Remember, life will always love you. In and out of circles all the time we seem to waste. Make our plans and find that all our plans have been erased. We've had a little money and we made a little time, but soon we'll grow forgetful of all we've left behind. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. No, sadness ain't a feeling that becomes you. No, no, no. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. No, no, no. Remember, life will always love you. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. No, no, no. Sadness ain't a feeling that becomes you. Baby, don't let it mess your mind. No, 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 no. Remember, life will always love you. Oh, you write so good.
You sing so great.
You remember a girl called Janis Ian who had a hit with Society's Child a couple of years back? And then you said, well, hey, what happened to her? Where did she go? Well, she's back. And she's back with one of the strongest songs I've ever heard. a very, very personal statement about her own life, a very big talent, Janis Ian.
I learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty queens and high school girls with clear skin smiles who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth were spent on one more beautiful. At 17 I learned the truth. And those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called to say, come dance with me, and murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems at 17. A brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, pity please the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve. Your rich relation, hometown queen, marries into what she needs with a guarantee of company and haven for the elderly. Remember those who win the game, they lose the love they sought to gain in debentures of quality and dubious integrity. Their small town eyes will gape at you in dull surprise when payment due exceeds accounts received at 17. To those of us who knew the pain of Valentines that never came, and those whose names were never called when choosing sides for basketball, it was long ago and far away. The world was younger than today, and dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all play the game, and when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting of the lives unknown. They call and say, come dance with me, and murmur vague obscenities at ugly girls like me at 17.
Hi.
I'm really very happy to have you on the show.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
And I don't think you've ever heard me say this before, but I am a genuine fan. I actually do have your albums, and I actually do listen to them.
Oh, thank you.
And I listen to very few albums. But I'd like to ask you a few questions because you kind of... well, when I first came to America in 1966, you were just like starting to make it, and there was a lot of...
Strange time.
It was a very, very interesting time. And I was very impressed because, you know, here you were, only 15 years old and writing these wonderful songs, and then you kind of disappeared for a long time. And I guess a lot of people out there are wondering just what happened.
I got very involved in having to be a prodigy and having to always be on and be intelligent and nice and whatnot. And it was very difficult to live up to all that. So I quit after about 2 years. I stopped performing.
Did you feel as a writer that you were competing with yourself?
No, I don't think then. I didn't think of myself so much as a writer as somebody who wanted to be famous. You know, it's two different things. Oh, yeah, I had it bad.
And that ain't good. But what touches me about somebody's writing is when I can hear a line and say, oh my God, how did you know about that?
Right.
Because it's your life, and I felt that so much with so many of your songs. I hope that you don't decide to leave us again.
Oh, no, not this time.
Okay, let's hear another song.
Thank you.
Would you like to learn to sing? Would you like to sing my song? Would you like to learn to love me best of all? Anyone can learn the words and the melody so plain. This is my song to bring you back again. I can teach you how to sing and dance with a song and dance routine. And when the party's over, you can fall in love with me. Would you like to learn to tango? Do you dance the life fandango? Teach you how before we're done. Anyone can make it two. Any two can turn to one. And the melody's lost before the song's begun. Well, we sound so good together and so poorly sung alone. Your harmonies and own breeze into my sheltered home. I can teach you how to sing and dance with a song and dance routine. And when the party's over, you can fall in love with me.
is like a fall. The fire is growing dimmer in the wind. I'm out in the rain. The moon is gone behind the cloud again. I can't stay in to live another day. 'Cause my bluebird went away. And I'm locked in this room with my sorrow. No escape, no way to get away. And my only connection with tomorrow is hoping that you might decide to not stay away. Oh, I'm out on a limb. If I could only find sweet love again, to live my life this way is too much to bear. Can't find my bluebird anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I'm lost in the night. The icy wind is howling out your name. I can't stay in to live another day. Bluebird, why did you go away? Bluebird, why did you go away? Oh, little bluebird, why did you go away? Won't you tell me?
We'll be right back with more from Neil Sedaka after station identification.
Let the midnight special shine a table for the night on me.
Once again, Gabe Kaplan. Hey man, I'm really, really excited for you. A TV series, Welcome Back,
Yeah.
Kotter. That's fantastic. Tell me about the show. It has some kind of relationship to you growing up in New York?
Right. It's basically a true story, except I became a comedian instead of a teacher. I was a rough kid in New York, you know, went to one of the tough schools, and now I come back and I'm a teacher, and it's based pretty much on a true story. And they put me, you know, in a class with the tough kids to try and teach them now, as I went through the, you know, that experience as a kid, and now I'm a teacher.
I see.
And it's true. I don't know how it is in other places, but in New York, basically, they always put you in a class with people who are supposed to be as bright as you were. Like, they give you numbers. Like, there's the 1s through the 5s. Like, in the 6th grade, there's 6-1 through 6-5, and 6-1 are the brightest kids on down. And I was always in the 4s, which were next to the dumbest. Actually, the 4s were the dumbest because the 5s were like the criminals. You know, they didn't even and they tell you that if you do well, you could move up to the 3s, but they don't. It's not easy. You have to be sponsored by a United States senator, and has to be ratified by both houses of Congress. We have a motion here now to move Kaplan from the 4s to the 3s. Alabama, how do you vote? Mr. Chairman, the sovereign state of Alabama says no. Keep that turkey in the 4s.
I wish I'd had as much fun growing up as you did.
Yeah, it was colorful, I'll tell you that.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever been to the Autobahn?
Isn't that the cafeteria in New York where you put the nickel in the thing? And
That's the Automat.
the automat, right?
The Autobahn is a highway in Germany.
Germany, right. Yes, I
Uh-huh.
was there. I was in the army in Germany, and first time I went on the Autobahn, I took some quarters with me. I wanted to pay the tolls, and there's no tolls on the Autobahn. But it's a fun. You can go very fast on the Autobahn. I don't think there's any
So
speed
I've
limit.
heard.
Yes.
Some highway. It's also a song, a very unique song from a wonderful group from Germany called Kraftwerk.
Terrific.
Autobahn. Wir fahren, fahren, fahren auf der 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 Autobahn. Vor uns liegt ein weites Tal, die Sonne scheint mit Glitzerstahl. Autobahn. Wir fahren, fahren, fahren auf der Autobahn. Wir fahren, fahren, fahren auf der Autobahn. Jetzt schalten wir das Radio an. Aus dem Lautsprecher klingt es dann. Wir fahren auf der Autobahn.
Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, the next song that Neil Sedaka is going to do for you, he wrote. And it was recorded by the Kaplan and to Neil. So here, once again, my very good friend, Neil Sedaka.
Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some sweet talking guy comes along, singing a song. Don't mess around, you just gotta be strong. Now stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I'll be thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. You belong to me now. Ain't gonna set you free now. When those guys start hanging around, talking me down, here with your heart and you won't hear a sound. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I'll be thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. Young and beautiful, but someday your looks will be gone. When the others turn you on, who'll be turning you on? I will, I will, I will, I will be there to share forever. Love will keep us together. I said it before and I'll say it again. While others pretend, I need you now and I'll need you then. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I'll be thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. I will, I will, I will, I will. Clap your hands now. You better stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I'll be thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. I will, I will, I will, I will. Sing it now. Just stop. Love will keep us together.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take love, sweet love, and wrap it all around you. And you'll know you've been loved before I get through. Funny how I answer every time you call. Funny how no one else matters at all. Funny to see me doing things I never would. Funny to have it feeling so natural, so good. You ain't never been loved like I'm gonna love you. You ain't never had done what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take love, sweet love, and wrap it all around you. You'll know you've been loved before I get through.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to thank my guests this morning, Neil Sedaka, Janis Ian, Gabriel Kaplan, Jessi Colter, Kraftwerk, and my old friend, Ed McMahon. And don't forget, the Midnight Special goes on vacation for 2 weeks, and we'll be back August 15th with Glenn Campbell, Roger Daltrey, and Margaret, Jose Feliciano, plus much, much more. We'll see you then, okay?